In the sunless chasms of the ocean, where pressure can crush steel and light is a forgotten memory, a dynasty reigned. Its ruler was a titan of the sea, a great white shark of immense size and power. For cycles untold, he had moved through these black waters as an apex predator, a gray ghost whose presence was law. His kingdom was the Twilight Zone, a realm where the last vestiges of sunlight surrendered to the eternal night of the abyss. He was the undisputed king, his authority as vast and deep as the ocean itself. But one cycle, a tremor of wrongness disturbed the familiar currents. A new presence bled into the darkness, something ancient and deeply alien. From the crushing depths below, a pair of glowing eyes ascended. They were not the familiar, fleeting bioluminescence of common deep-sea creatures. This was a cold, predatory light, a beacon of hunger that pulsed with malevolent intent. It belonged to the abyssal dragonfish, a creature born from the ocean's deepest, most unforgiving trench, a living nightmare woven from darkness and starlight. The dragonfish was a being of pure abyss. Its long, serpentine body was the color of solidified night, and its maw, lined with teeth like translucent daggers, was a gateway to oblivion. Its most terrifying weapon, however, was its insatiable hunger for light. The faint glimmers of bioluminescent plankton, the glowing lures of anglerfish, the very sparks of life in the deep, it consumed them all, leaving an expanding void of absolute blackness in its wake. The delicate ecosystem of the deep began to unravel, its faint light web extinguished. The shark sensed this encroaching emptiness. His territory, once filled with the subtle language of light and shadow, was falling silent. It was an affront to his rule, a direct challenge to his existence. He turned his powerful body, a torpedo of muscle and cartilage, and swam towards the source of the growing darkness. The king was going to meet the usurper. The confrontation was inevitable, a clash of two apex predators from different worlds. Their first encounter was a maelstrom of violence. The shark, relying on his incredible speed and raw power, lunged from the gloom, but the dragonfish was a creature of a different making. It moved with an unnatural, serpentine grace, its glowing eyes disorienting the shark's senses. It didn't just fight. It manipulated the very environment, its body absorbing the faint light and using the darkness as its shield. The shark's powerful charges met empty water as the dragonfish swirled around him, a phantom of the abyss. Their war tore through the ocean's hidden landscapes. They raged through the skeletal remains of ancient coral reefs, structures that looked like forgotten cities of the deep. Their battle sent clouds of silt billowing through the water, obscuring the ghostly architecture. The dragonfish would retreat into the labyrinthine coral, its glow blinking in and out, luring the shark into ambushes. But the shark's instincts were honed over millennia, and he navigated the ruins with deadly precision, smashing through coral branches to get to his foe. The conflict escalated, moving towards a field of hydrothermal vents. Here, the planet's inner fire erupted into the freezing sea, creating towering black smokers that spewed superheated, mineral-rich water. It was a hellscape of extreme temperatures and toxic plumes. The dragonfish thrived in this environment, darting through the scalding clouds of black smoke, its body immune to the heat. It used the vents as cover, its glowing eyes appearing like demonic embers within the volcanic fog. The shark, a creature of the cooler upper layers, felt the searing heat on his skin. His senses, usually so sharp, were overwhelmed by the chemical soup spewing from the vents. He was at a disadvantage, fighting on his enemy's terms. The dragonfish saw its opportunity, striking from the cover of a black smoker. Its needle-like teeth scraped against the shark's tough hide, drawing the first blood. The scent of it mingled with the sulfur in the water, a testament to the ferocity of their battle. Wounded and disoriented, the shark knew he couldn't win here. He needed to change the battlefield. With a powerful thrust of his tail, he broke away from the volcanic chaos and ascended. He swam upwards, leaving the crushing pressure and the toxic plumes behind. He was heading for the surface, for his own domain, a world the abyssal creature had never known. The dragonfish, arrogant in its power and sensing a kill, followed, its cold light pursuing the fleeing king. As they rose, the crushing blackness began to yield. first to a deep, royal blue, then to a lighter azure. Above, the surface shimmered, a silver ceiling under the light of a full moon. The dragonfish had never seen this. The sheer volume of light was disorienting, painful. Its own glow, so powerful in the abyss, was now a pale, insignificant flicker against the moon's majestic radiance. Its greatest weapon was rendered useless. The shark felt the moonlight on his back, a familiar, energizing caress. He turned, no longer the fugitive, but the hunter once more. The moon's light reflected off the shimmering surface, creating a confusing dance of light and shadow. The shark understood this world. He used the dappled light as his camouflage, his gray back blending perfectly with the shifting patterns. He became a ghost again, but this time, a ghost of the moonlight. The dragonfish, blinded and confused by the alien light, thrashed in the upper waters. It had lost its advantage. It couldn't see its enemy, couldn't predict the attack. The shark, using the moon's reflection on the water's surface to perfectly time his assault, surged from below. It was a move of pure, primal power. His jaws, filled with rows of serrated blades, closed around the dragonfish's slender body. The crunch of bone and cartilage was the only sound in the sudden stillness. The dragonfish's bioluminescent glow flickered violently, a dying star, before being extinguished forever. The battle was over. The king had defended his realm. The shark released the lifeless form, watching it sink back towards the abyss, a dark spear returning to the blackness from which it came. He had faced the heart of the abyss and had won. He swam slowly in the moonlight, his powerful body gliding through the calm water. Then he turned and descended back into the depths, back to his kingdom. As he went deeper, he noticed something new. In the void left by the dragonfish, a faint, tentative glow was returning. Tiny sparks of bioluminescence, the plankton and small creatures that had hidden in fear, began to shine once more. Life and light were returning to the deep. The king was back on his throne, and under his watch, the silent, beautiful darkness of his kingdom would flourish again. Thank you so much for watching. It's a wild world down there in the deep, isn't it? If you enjoyed this story from the abyss, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more adventures into the unknown. We'll see you in the next video.